Today's lesson in face reading is going to be the jaw. And the jaw is really prevalent in leadership, especially in the business world. I also, for what it's worth, can't date anyone unless they have a strong jaw. Because in today's temperament, I can't say anything without backing up that I've tried it to keep an open mind. Otherwise, I'm offending someone somewhere out there because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Ugh, at least I'm not sick anymore and I'm feeling better. So, anyways, about the jaw. The jaw defines a lot of things, including leadership capabilities and the ability to execute things. The opposite of the jaw, which I want to highlight, are creative geniuses. Like, the more inward your jaw and the more in, the rest of the space that usually that goes towards is hopefully not the back of the head, but hopefully the actual head itself. And that would be a representation of someone with very high IQ. So everyone has their place in this world. For a girl, I happen to have a pretty wide and strong jaw. However, that has a lot to do with my upbringing. My mom was very cared a lot about school and education and entrepreneurship and business development, like from a young age. I was 15 going to what was it, Chamber of Commerce meeting? That woman has literally been priming me for leadership development since since she had me. I also come from a very strong background filled with leaders and entrepreneurs, people that were creating businesses. I mean, as far back as at least documented that I've seen, as really far back. And yes, while correlation doesn't necessarily mean causation regarding the DNA and offspring, there is probabilistic reasoning that because of both sides having such strong dominance towards leadership skills and business development, that I kind of have an inkling towards it. Anyways, the stronger the jaw, the bigger and stronger the jaw, the more towards leadership development that the person has. The wider, so this means let's say mine was sticking out more out here. Okay, so this thing right here is something I've been developing. It went away for me, and it's the get it done energy. The more that your chin protrudes out, the more of an ability to get things done that you have. Meaning, when mine, like I said, I lost it for a while. I had turned into more of a thinker than a doer, and my chin had become really square without anything protruding outwards. So I was really good at thinking of ideas, but not necessarily the best at executing ideas. Through developing this as an exercise, as a muscle, my face has literally changed where this has protruded out more. I also do fascial massages, so that moves the fascia back into place. But even without this, I've witnessed other people's faces change and protrude and expand and move back and morph into something else because they have changed how they feel about themselves, how they see life, their perspective has changed. So, anyways, the chin represents getting things done, and the more inverted it is, the more of a thinker that you are, less of a doer. The more outward it is, the more of a get things done kind of person you are. Like I was saying before, the wider that the chin is from this side to here, that actually accounts for awareness and logic. And I have a lot of it, which is why, plus the micro expression thing, there's a lot. It hasn't gone away. It just stays because I'm always seeing faces and seeing people's micro expressions in real time. It's not like something I can control it now, so it's not so overwhelming, but I haven't been able to fully block it out. So I still see faces and read faces when I'm not trying to. I remember I had a friend that was having me read the coworkers' faces, and it was an executive position. There was one guy that had no chin whatsoever, and he was a thinker. And I was like, that's odd that that person is in that position, because your position and your equals have to have do it energy and thinker energy. You can't have one or the other. You have to have both and quant. So a lot of awareness too. And I was like, that guy's a weasel. He weaseled his way into the position. And sure enough, later on, all the stuff that was coming out, it was just a little weasel, which we already knew. But the other guy had a very strong jaw. I mean, this man's jaw, he looked like he was the Terminator's brother and won the war, and just, I don't know, the jaw was like jawing, you know what I mean? But he was kind of like a meathead. Like, he wasn't both. He was more meathead, get it done energy, and less thinker. But he did have quant, so that counted for his awareness. But it's still like there was no competition at the end. And that's the cool thing about seeing and reading faces, is like, I could bet on a winning racehorse, but I can also see what works, what doesn't work, how they could work together. Anyways, let's go back to Jaws. So again, the more that this chin protrudes out, the more of an ability that that person has to get things done. The thickness or the width of the jowls, if you will, accounts for awareness and logic. So this person would be logical and a person to win over through reasoning rather than emotion. Um, Me, I have both. So I account emotions because I know feelings are facts and facts are not feelings. So they're both the same time. There's truth to both at the same time. But I like statistics. I like reasoning. I like probabilistic reasoning. I feel very comfortable and happy over there. But I also prefer probabilistic reasoning regarding mental health and like how to make more money through mindset, because emotion and logic. See a pattern here? Oh my God. And one of my friends, he has a dimple, chin dimples. These mother flower chin dimple people. Okay, first of all, dimples account for charisma. When you have dimples, it just, you should be in sales, you should be in promotion, you should be in branding, you should be some sort of a speaker person. Like, your charisma is off of the charts, and the ability that you have to sway others is off the charts. Now, when you have a chin dimple, that means that your ability to get things done is faster and quicker and easier through utilizing your charm and charisma. It's through that ability that you win the race every single time, because who wouldn't vote for you? Like, you're amazing. Duh. That's the vibe that you give off. Okay, and that is today's lesson on face reading. That's the jaws. Okay, you know what to do. Hit the buttons. Bye.